Hello everyone. Today, we're delving into former Israeli Prime Minister Naftali Bennett's recent Wall Street Journal article where he emphasizes the need for the US and Israel to confront Iran directly. While Bennett argues for a decisive approach, we'll be examining an alternative viewpoint, advocating for a more nuanced and cautious stance. Let's get started. Bennett begins by highlighting Iran's involvement in various conflicts across the Middle East, including the attacks on Israel on October 7, 2023. He points to the actions of Hamas, Islamic Jihad, Hezbollah, and the Houthi rebels, attributing their activities to Iranian support. While there's truth in these observations, it's crucial to avoid oversimplifying the complex geopolitical landscape of the region. Blaming Iran as the sole source of the Middle East problems overlooks the multifaceted nature of these conflicts. Regional dynamics involve historical, religious, and political factors. Painting Iran as the evil empire oversimplifies a highly delicate situation. Bennett argues that Iran strategically employs proxies to fight on its behalf, allowing the regime to avoid direct confrontation. While this may be true to some extent, it's crucial to acknowledge that regional conflicts involve multiple actors with their own motivations and agendas. Further, efforts to weaken Iran by the United States and Israel, as proposed by Bennett, must consider the impact on the stability of the entire region. Firstly, we must challenge the premise that the United States should involve itself in direct confrontation with Iran. Are we as Americans willing to send our sons and daughters to die on behalf of a foreign country while our own borders are arguably being trampled upon? Next, would direct confrontation with Iran create another wave of refugees? If so, where will these refugees be sent? If history serves as a guidestone, refugees would be sent to the United States and other Western nations. Bennett describes a new Cold War in the Middle East, with Israel as the democratic counterpart to Iran's perceived empire. Once again, challenging the premise, is Israel really that democratic? Do they treat minority religious groups like Christians and Muslims in Israel justly? Many would argue no, calling for a Cold War that involves not only Israel but the United States should not be taken lightly. It's essential to approach the situation with a measured understanding of the historical and cultural factors at play, rather than framing it as a simplistic struggle between good and evil. In conclusion, while Naftali Bennett calls for a direct action against Iran, one that heavily involves US personnel and resources, the intricacies of Middle Eastern geopolitics require careful consideration to avoid unintended consequences and promote lasting stability. Thank you for joining us today as we navigate through these complex issues. Remember, fostering peace and stability is the ultimate goal.